Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. A couple of videos out tonight, but the last one is going to cover the silver master icons that we got, as we got a very, very popular one that a lot of people were waiting for. So we did get two more. So we'll break all those down and we'll talk more about the cost and, the actual value of making some of these, because I think people are getting a little too overboard with upgrading the lower ones and not realizing that when the big ones come, those are the ones you want to be saving for, as the lower ones, the cost we're seeing is pretty extensive. So let's get into the two new cards for the Silver Master Icon sets. So we'll start first with the 90 Brad Park, 6 foot 190 left-handed defenseman, and early on he was one of the better ones because he had two synergies that you could use, Howitzer and Swarm, both obviously very good, ones that you want on your team. However, the issue is he's only got 88 speed, but with distributor over 90, which is nice. If you have Spark as well, gets him to high 80s acceleration. His shot, not bad. Obviously, shot power 93, accuracy 87 is a nice thing as well. Defensive awareness, stick checking, basically perfect, as well as body checking at 92. Very, very good defenseman. Obviously, when you think about left-handed defensemen that are in this kind of build, I think a Jack Johnson, I'd rather have the Jack Johnson. Paul Coffey, the 87 Paul Coffey, I would rather have than this one, to be honest with you. So that's where you're kind of at, like the realm of which you want to have this card over other ones. Like, I would rather have Miro Heiskanen still over this Brad Park. So in my opinion, not really one that you want to upgrade. And again, we'll talk about the sets and costs in just a little bit. But yeah, just kind of a letdown on this one. He's obviously a good card in terms of Swarm and Howitzer, but not one that I would spend the collectibles to upgrade for. All right, and the second one is a big one. We've got the 90 Daryl Sittler with 2 to distributor and 2 to speedster. Obviously, 2 of the more important synergies, and getting 2 to them is extremely valuable. When you combine the two, he's got 92 speed with 97 wrist shot power. His face-off rating bumps up to 91, making him one of the better centermen in the game as well. He's got 84 acceleration, which is the big hit. Now, if you have Spark, then that helps us out considerably, but that is something to take note of. But however, centerman, again, you can avoid. You don't need to worry about speed and skating as much with centerman, because you shouldn't be breaking the puck out lengthy with your centerman. So just keep that in mind. His shot is great. His hand stats are good. Defensively, his defensive awareness is a little low, but with 90 body checking in at 6 foot, this is a very, very good card. But we do need to get into what the cost is and what the worth is. Now, the synergies definitely save this one because, again, I think the acceleration at this point is still important. But 2 to distributor and speedster are obviously very, very good. So now let's go and take a look at the sets for this. All right, guys, so if you're looking for the new Silver Master Icon sets, you go to the Icon set page, and then all right here, the Silver Master Icons, you'll see all of them in a list. So all the 84s have been released up to the 89s, and then we've got the 90s now coming out. So Brad Park, to upgrade him, it is going to cost you 8 gold collectibles. That is $400K in value to upgrade this Brad Park. That is why I said I do not think it's worth it. I think the 87 Paul Coffey is better than this Brad Park when he's at 90 overall. Even with the synergy boost, there's no way I'm paying this price for Brad Park. I kind of thought that because the card was more expensive to obtain, that it would be cheaper or stay the same as what the 84s it costs for the icons, because it costs you, I believe, 6 to upgrade these. That being said, another thing that people come in and have asked me, hey, should I buy a bunch of these bronze icons in anticipation of them getting their 90s? If it's going to cost 8 icon collectibles, buying Brad Park, is not going to be, people are not going to buy this card for a ton. Like, see, right now, it's only going for like 64,000. That people aren't going to buy that because that's an extra gold collect. So that now you're talking about like 450,000 coins if they don't have this card. So, guys, be careful with buying up a ton of them, as it's just not going to be something that a lot of people want to go after. There will be some that will be better, but, yeah, there's no way I'm spending that much plus the icon collectible to upgrade this Brad Park. So now let's talk Daryl Sittler, because obviously this card is a lot more sought after because of his synergies. If you look in the auction house in terms of what he's going for, we have to see if it's even worth it. So $400K in value in terms of icon collectibles, and then another 130. That's a master icon, guys. Like, if you're looking at that's basically over 500K. Like, you could go out and get like Timo Meyer or someone like that. However, the 2 to distributor is nice, obviously getting that upgraded, but if I don't have Daryl Sittler, there's no way that I'm making this set or buying this 85 and then upgrading it. Like, zero chance. The only way I'm doing Daryl Sittler is if I already have him untradeable. And if I have him untradeable, I'm probably selling him for that price and just avoiding it because, guys, again, that's the cost of what a master item usually goes for, and I don't... I'd probably rather have Barkov, although that's really close. Two to distributor and 2 to speedster. I mean, I don't think speedster's that important, but distributor that's definitely valuable. So, but that's around the same cost, man. So you gotta think that one through, and it's just this one I would not be doing it unless I already had the 84 or 85. If you have the 85. We're getting to that point where milestones are starting to become a thing, where if you have a bunch of milestones, that's probably where I'd spend it on. But again, you have to remember, Mario, Gretzky, Lafleur, they're going to come out. And if these guys cost, 8, those guys are going to cost like 15. So you got to think about that down the road and really, really weigh your options. However, this card is an extremely good centerman, and even with only the 84 acceleration, you're not going to be disappointed. So he's probably worth it if you have the untradeable one. All right, guys, so that is going to do it for today's content. That was a lot of videos. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't for daily NHL content, and I'll see you tomorrow.